The Benedict Casson Award recipient, Dr. David Goldenberg, is here with me now. Congratulations, first of all. So tell me a little about the research in molecular imaging that garnered you this award.
Well, there was a lot of interest in the 1960s in tumor markers. These are products of cancer cells that could be measured and monitored in the blood. I became interested in how to use those targets for imaging and therapy of cancer. And so I developed antibodies with my group against several of these targets, and I'll mention them in a second. And I had the fortune of working for several years on developing human tumor xenograft models. But I had the ideal models to study whether we could target cancer and treat cancer with these radioactive antibodies, but we first had to have the antibodies, and we fortunately had the models. So to make a long story short, that's been 30, 40 years of development, and because it works so nicely, I learned a lot that I thought could apply to the latest area of interest in the last 20 years, particularly the last 5 years, antibody drug conjugates. So we developed an antibody drug conjugate against a novel target called TROP2, which is a trophoblast antigen, which is expressed in great selectivity and high quantity in at least 12 or 15 human solid tumors. And the first one I chose was breast cancer. And of breast cancer, the most lethal or more difficult to treat is triple negative breast cancer, which doesn't have any markers like hormone receptors or HER2. And we developed a unique antibody drug conjugate based upon what we learned from the radio-labeled antibody work for years. And we got that finally approved, and it's been on the market, and it's doubled the survival of advanced women with triple-negative breast cancer. And in terms of progression-free survival, it's tripled it. And it also works in hormone receptor positive, HER2 negative cancers, in which it was also approved. So that's been the journey in molecular imaging, more than imaging, but therapy also.
Quite a journey. I see why you are the award recipient. This is the kind of tenacity that impacted not just nuclear medicine, but clearly patient clinical care. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you for your interest.